Hi guys and welcome to Zone.com. This is Mohit Soni. What you are looking at is the QJ Motors brand new motorcycle. After what we reviewed the 500cc, we have the 400cc. That was a single, surprisingly. 400cc is a twin cylinder unit. We're talking about the QJ Motors 400 SRK. Of course, you know what SRK brings to our country, the actor, but then again this is also a motorcycle's name, and it is a very different approach, and QJ Motors is making sure that they take forward the entire thing altogether, which they're selling worldwide. They want to sell it in India as well. Of course, there will be some resonation with the name SRK, but then again, let's talk about the motorcycle first, and let's begin with the design. What you can see here is a motorcycle that looks very, very different. It almost looks cruiser-ish, but at the same time it's somewhere in between a naked street and something like a cruiser, and yet the same that boils down to the fact that you have a very aggressive front end and rear end design. The front, as you can see, is very minimalist. It's got LED DRLs and it's got a projector with LED lights, and you've got upside down forks, double disc brakes, and as you can see here, those are pretty decent sized brakes. At the back, the pedal design brake is slightly different than from the front, surprisingly, and you've got this mudguard here which has the turn indicators and the of course number plate. That is again the minimalist rear with a T-shape for the tail lamp. The huge tank is on offer. The cockpit is very simple. You can adjust everything from here, and that is again a very, very simple instrument cluster. Yeah, you can see it now. Doesn't have much apart from trip meters, odo and time. It's an entirely digital unit. It's got a gear shift indicator, but surprisingly no fuel efficiency parameters of any sort. Let me just start it up for you to show you what it is all about. And you've got silver levers here, and what looks like an M and looks very resembling to the Moto Moroni for some reason. I don't know why I see that in this. You can also tell me if you do or do not. Simple switch gear. You've got an hazard light switch, adjustable brake lever, no adjustable clutch lever though, and that is is your first impression of the bike when you see it. You've got these golden color crankcases here, silver engine, black frame, red color with grey and contrast stitching in red. So nice palette of colors, and surprisingly going really well. We've got this really nice Monoshock which grabs a lot of attention on the road because it becomes a design piece to look at, and yeah, that's a huge logo right there. Overall build quality and fit finish is very good, and overall very good looking bike. Definitely grabs a lot of attention. It's got this sort of mismatch minimalist look where it's very slim at the front and at the back, and it's all the bulk is here in between, and you've got even the exhaust is down there as an underbelly unit, and you've got these vents here which look very much like from the R15. In non-existent pillion seat we put it to test. It's not really that great. You can use this grab handle to pull the bike in parking speeds, and surprisingly very rocket shaped tank lift you've got here. Tank cover which looks kind of nice. Very nice attention to detail. LED turn indicators, LED lights all around, and yeah, that's what the motorcycle is all about to look at. That's what the ergonomics are, and now let's jump to the riding part. So what is the QJ SRK 400 like to ride? Well, this is a 400cc motor. It's smooth and it's refined, so that is really impressive. It doesn't heat up much, so that is really impressive. We were stuck in very hardcore traffic, and we did not encounter any uncomfortable heat. There was just bare minimum amount of it, and it was quite hot before it started raining in Bombay, and it made sure that the ride it didn't heat up that much, so that makes it a very good bike to ride in the city. And the second aspect why it's very easy to ride in the city is because of the torque which is available in the low end and mid range, and of course it's there on the top end as well, and it's not very tall geared. The power isn't being made at the very top end of the rev range, so all of this makes it very rideable in the city. You've got torque to trundle around at low speeds, you've got less heat or no heat, you've got a very smooth refined motor, and that all of that makes it very easy to ride. What also makes it easy to ride is that it feels light at slow speeds. Even at parking speeds it's not that really that heavy, so again another aspect that makes it easy to drive. All of this is the reason why you would consider this over a KTM 390, because the ergonomics are not that approachable. The heat, the rideability is not that great. You will prefer this because you want to get rid of all the KTM issues that you see and you don't want to, but you can get this because it has similar performance. It does 0 to 100 in around 6 seconds, and it's got a curb weight of 168 kilograms, 40 PS of power, 36 Newton meters of torque. So very good numbers, very good power to weight ratio, very good looks, very good rideability, very good ease of use. At the same time, it has very good performance as well. At the top end, the engine revs very cleanly, smoothly. It reaches 120, 130 in no time. It can sustain those speeds as well. It depends on the winds, because if the wind is blowing right in your face and it's a very windy day, then you will find the wind to be in your face. Or else, if it's not a very windy day, you can really enjoy this bike doing 120, 130 kilometers an hour on a really open road. And that's where the engine shows bare minimum vibes. Even at redline, there are bare minimum vibes. So this is a very refined motorcycle. It's a very easy motorcycle to live with, and that is what QJ Motor is targeting. They're targeting people who don't want all of that, and they want the ease of use. But the sacrifice here is that it's really too comfortable and not really sporty. The suspension feels wooden but very comfortable on our broken roads. It can it feels a little wooden, so at times some potholes can hit you a little bit, but then again it's not bone jarring as some other rivals. Of course, the KTM also is now much more comfortable than before, but it's not as comfortable as this though, because of the ergonomics, because of the seat height, because of the ride quality. Like I said, it's not the sportiest motorcycle to ride. The handling is also just about okay. It feels nimble, it feels agile, but side to side transitions make it really heavy. And the brakes are quite good. You get twin brakes at the front, and the rear brake also is a pedal unit, which works really well. Overall, a bike that costs 3.5 lakh rupees, 3.6 lakh rupees ex-showroom is a little expensive, but then you're getting a very easy to ride bike which delivers good fuel efficiency of around 25-30 kilometers to the liter on the highway, and it costs 3.6 lakh rupees ex-showroom. It's a bike that is expensive, could have been cheaper. They have a 500cc single. I didn't know why they didn't opt that platform to make a KTM rival, and that would have been cheaper. It would have helped them access all of that. But then again, QJ is going a completely different route. It wants to target the Japanese rivals as well. It wants to hit the KTM mark as well, and I think it successfully does that. But the pricing should have been more attractive for a new brand, to attract more customers to the showroom. I think Adishwar Auto, who handles QJ Motors and Keyway and Benelli, can think something about it and get something done. And you can probably get a discount at the dealership somehow. In the future, the prices can drop. Once that happens, the SRK 400 will be a very good bike for you to have. It is everything that you would need in a 400cc. It's distinctive, it's unique, it's comfortable, it's ease of use. The service, of course, is going to be limited. The reliability still continues to be unknown, and but just about enough value, very good comfort, very good performance is what the SRK 400 offers, and we really appreciate it for that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and share this video. Follow us on our social media and website for everyday updates. Until then, goodbye.